especially within the Black community. Especially. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm basically I am exposing myself in this video. I am calling myself out. People don't do it, but I'm doing it today because look, that don't make no sense to me. I'm a rising Pisces, y'all, because this transparency is just crazy sometimes. Like sometimes I need y'all to understand when I'm editing my own videos, I think in my head, like, is this narcissistic? Like, this is so weird that I'm just like blatantly talking and editing myself. I think those things, and then I think about other YouTubers that don't think those things, and it scares me.
Fill the room with the juice. That's a lot of loot.
Wow. So I don't even know how to start this video because I just did something that I really didn't think I'd ever do, but I just had to come here. I don't know, guys. I just felt like a hypocrite earlier. I felt like I was being very hypocritical, and I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that kind of energy at all. So what am I talking about here? The girl is rambling. We'll know what she's saying, right? Okay, so I have made the decision to get back on medication for my bipolar disorder, PTSD, insomnia, anxiety, all of it, right? And it's interesting because I know I'm not going to like myself medicated because I've already been there, right? But I also feel like I can't preach being the best version of myself if I don't take the action to be the best version of myself, if that makes sense. So it's like, if I'm going to be the best version of myself, and if I'm going to be somebody that feels the need to talk about mental health, then I have to also fight for my life, right? Is that not correct? Am I wrong there? I just felt as if there was no reason for me to be battling. So let me backtrack here. When I got off medication the first time, it wasn't because I wanted to get off of medication. It was more so because I couldn't afford the medication. I couldn't get the medication either. So when I say that, I'm talking about one of the hardest times in my life that a lot of people really have no idea, like what that time in my life really did to me mentally. A lot of people don't know, and a lot of people will never know because it's something that I don't talk about a lot. But I lived a whole year without a car. Now, I was gonna do a video of like
how to live in America without a car,
but I decided not to do it because you don't necessarily have to have a car to live in America. You don't really need to have a car to live anywhere. It just really depends on where you're living and if that area is, you know, large, populated, whatever. Besides the freaking point, I was off of my medication, and I didn't want to be off of my medication, but I had to I was forced to go through the withdrawals. I was forced to feel the pain, and it really, really sucked. And the thing is it killed my pride so much that my ego just grew. Meaning, when I was given the help, or given the idea of help is what I should say, because that wasn't really the help, but it was more so like I had a friend that was bipolar as well, but she was bipolar too, and she was offering to pay for my medication. She was offering to take me to the doctor and everything, but I was just so depleted and crushed that I was like, no, I'm good. I don't even want to do that. Why? Because my initial thought was, okay, I was just in the hospital for a month and a half against my will, and I was handcuffed in there. Video coming soon. And I couldn't get out. I was treated terribly. The first day I had to sleep on the floor. Oh yes, on the floor. I witnessed a man pull out his eye. I mean, a lot happened in that mental health hospital, right? And so when I got out, fully sober, fully medicated, no marijuana, no alcohol in my system, completely sober, medicated, was when I really got to see who I would be without all the extra fluff, right? And it was really, really surreal. And I actually felt normal for the first time. Now, why do I bring this up? I bring this up because this was a moment where I said, oh my gosh, I'm gonna make it. I can live now. I can be motivating. I can work out. I can do all these things that my symptoms have prevented. Meaning, example, if I'm depressed, am I going to work out? No. If I'm manic, am I going to work out? Yes. But am I going to eat? No. If I'm depressed, am I going to eat? Yes, depending. Am I going to work out, do things to make myself feel better? No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I just know that I'm not. The best times that I have felt like physically strong, I should say, is when I was, 1, working out daily, 2, eating 3 times a day, because that is something that is not in my life at all. I cannot tell you that I have continuously ate 3 meals a day my entire life, because that's a lie. That's a big lie. Coming from the household I came from, we barely ate breakfast, so there's that. And then on top of that, if I want to be this person or grow to become a better human, at some point I have to find this magic cocktail, right? To those who are medicated, the magic cocktail of pills that finally you found and goes with, you know, you and how you feel better within yourself, still knowing you do have a chronic illness, right? But you just don't feel like you do, right? Everyone has different experiences with medication. I know people that will never get on medication again. They do not care. They're like, I don't want to be filtered like that. I don't want to be a robot like that. And I get it. Believe me, I do. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to be unmedicated, and I'm talking to myself, like really, you guys, I'm exposing myself. If you're going to be unmedicated, then you have to have a plan. Here was my plan, or I should say, here is my plan. Still my plan. It's not changing as of right now. This video, this second, is be unmedicated for the next 2 to 3 years, and then move somewhere overseas to see about doing death with dignity. Now, yes, you can do death with dignity here in the States. The only issue is it's very hard to accomplish that if your chronic illness has to do with a mental situation, right? If it was, dude, I cannot stand people. People would really rather see you die than let you over. It's crazy. I'm like, first of all, and she really looked happy, like, yay. Sorry. I'm just like, this world is awful. Anyways, back to what I was saying. If you're going to be unmedicated and you're not wanting to have an idea of what you're going to do, then if anything, you're running straight to the door of death pretty fast, right? For me, I feel like I want to be able to have the opportunity to take my life when I want to, legally, okay? Not in the way that is seen and normalized now, like,
oh my gosh, yeah, they did this and now they're gone.
I definitely want the process to be so much more in depth to me, but that's just what I want to do right now. And in the States, the chronic illnesses that they tend to pass have to do with like cancer or like brain damage or things that are a very high-end physicality, meaning that person is in so much pain that it's like when you put a dog down, you're like, you don't want your dog to just be in this pain, so you put your dog down. Someone like that. However, when it comes to mental illnesses, they're not as giving. Plus, you have to have 2 doctor approvals, and I believe it's over, I think, a 2-year span. I can't remember. If anyone knows about death with dignity, definitely fact check me in the comments. But I did see a girl who went through her death with dignity and transitioned, and it was just beautiful to me. Like, yes, it was sad to see so many of her friends and family, you know, not want to see her go and everything like that, but I resonated with her so hard. I was like, sis, yes, 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 and yes. Because just because you're medicated doesn't mean everything's going to be all right. That's really another reason why I'm making this video, because I don't know or think everything's going to be all right, because I don't believe I was absolutely 100% perfect. You know what I mean? When I was medicated. However, it was a huge change that I can't ignore. Can't ignore it. So I have two options, and many people do, or multiple, really just depends on that person. But I can be unmedicated, literally running just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, until I hit that wall of like, all right, cool, I have lived 3 extra years, I'm good to go. Let's just go full-blown depression and see about this death with dignity, or even another path. Who's to know, right? Again, unmedicated. That was my plan. And it's kind of scary to think that when you're trying to be logical and realistic, right? So there's that option. Then you have the option of fighting for my life, meaning, yes, if you're medicated and you don't take your medicine for a week and then you get back on your medicine the next week, in my mind, that is fighting for your life, right? That is you like, I need to get back on track. Like, what am I doing? Right? I respect that more. So if I respect that more, somebody who is trying to figure it out, okay, let's lower the dose, let's higher this dose, let's get on a different brand. I need to see a different therapist. I need to go to a different doctor. I need to work out more. I need to change my diet. I need to travel. I need to write. I need to journal. Whatever. When I'm hearing those things, I respect those people so much. So much. So if that is something I respect, then why am I not giving myself the same opportunity? Just moment of silence right there, because like really though, and I want to be clear because this is not for the 3,000 to 4,000 new subscribers that are here for, the shame and the reactions and the conspiracy theories. These are for the few people that I know do have these conversations, whether with themselves online or with their family and friends. So again, why am I not giving myself the same opportunity? Why, when I'm talking to someone else, if they are saying, oh, I have this, let's just say they have everything I have and then an extra something, right? Just put an extra OCD, right? I'll be like,
Oh my God, you really should think about like going to a therapist, maybe going to, maybe getting on some medication, and maybe just start slow, like baby steps. You don't even have to, do anything big.
if that is what I'm saying, why am I not giving myself the same opportunity? I'm really asking that question, like really though. Why? Because I'm not really coming with a logical answer back, to be honest with you guys. I'm not. So with that has been my day. Well, I didn't even tell y'all my day. I'm just going straight on on why I'm doing this in general. But I did just leave the doctor's office, and let me leave you with this. Now I remember why I started with the story before I told y'all where I was. So I call, I'm asking like, what do I need to bring? I just want to make sure. Should I bring, prescriptions? Should I bring, my medicine log, what I'm supposed to be on, all this stuff. And I'm talking to her. It's like 10 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock in the morning. And they're just like, oh yeah, you're good. You can come. Everything's fine, yada, yada, yada. No one tells me that this place closes at 12. I left my house at, let's say, 11:30 something. I'm thinking, oh, I'll be there all afternoon, no biggie. I get there at 11:49. And I'm not even thinking anything of it. I'm like,
oh, no one's in here. This is great. I'm going to get everything done today. Oh my God, I'll be a new person in 2 weeks.
Yada, yada, yada. Go up to the front and realize I see this huge sign and it's like, we close at 12 p.m. today. And I'm like, wait, huh? 12? I look at the clock. I'm like, it's 11:50. It's 11:50 right now. So she starts asking me, like, have you been here before? I'm like, yeah, of course I've been here before. And then I realize, oh my gosh, I don't even actually have to do what I thought I had to do. At first, I thought I had to, be coming in as a whole brand new patient. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. She pulled up my information so fast. She was like, okay, so we can do it 2 ways. You can come on Monday. We can do a Zoom meeting, completely up to you. Da, da, da. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I was so angry And a lot of people think mania is just this happy bubble. No, you can get very angry, very irritable at little things, and then before you know it, you're having a full-blown like mental breakdown. And if you're around somebody who doesn't get it, they're just like, okay, this person's crazy. They're worried because they lost their pen. It's just one pen, you can buy another one. You know what I mean? It can get like that. And so I had that experience a couple months ago because I tried to get medicated in the beginning of this year when I had my skin infection. If you haven't seen that vlog, woof, go check that out, because let me tell you something, I'm a regular person just like y'all over here. So once I find that out, I'm just like, oh my God, are you serious? This is great. I can actually just do this really, really fast. Like, this isn't even going to be that big of a deal. So I'm thinking all of these things, right? I'm thinking all of these things, and then I realized, oh my God, that last time when I talked to that woman and she was telling me like, oh, you're gonna have to do this is probably gonna take you 4 months or maybe 3 months because of COVID and just everything that's going on right now, and it's just really busy. And I got so upset because it was just like, look, I don't have months. I need this medication right now. I just wanted to get the medication. I didn't want to sit there and talk to him, what are you doing? I just, give me my medication and leave me alone, because I know white people call and get their medication like that. I'm just saying. No offense to anybody, but I know friends that literally have no issue getting their medication, and I can't say the same for my complexion. So I got mad, hung up, didn't care. I'm not getting back on medication. I'm gonna live this unmedicated life forever, and I'm just gonna tell everybody why I care about being unmedicated and not medicated and yada 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 yada, right? So I've been doing that for the past couple of months, and I have noticed that when I'm impulsive, angry, whatever, I will just spew whatever I want to spew. I don't care. I literally won't even have a filter. I just will not care. And I had a woman comment on something I said months ago. Oh my God, so long ago that I didn't even remember what I said. That's how long ago. On Instagram. And I'm on Instagram, and she basically says like, you know, you should really think about your Instagram saying mental health activist. And I was like, excuse you? Like, immediately I was just like, first of all, who are you? Like, are you insane? You know what I mean? So I started thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, so an advocate is somebody who doesn't have mental illness, right? So if you're a mental health advocate, you don't have a mental illness, but you advocate for those who do have a mental illness. If you're a mental health activist, that means you most likely have a mental health condition, something that you experience, go through, talk about daily, you put it in with other things, because you're active about it, right? You're like, no, this is something I'm going to talk about for forever. So I started thinking, why and how can somebody be a mental health activist if they're against medication? Do you see what I'm saying? I am exposing myself in this video. I am calling myself out. People don't do it, but I'm doing it today because look, that don't make no sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. So Monday morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm waking up bright and fresh and early, going to that doctor, having a 2-hour therapy session. Jesus Lord, it's gonna be so long. But besides the point, I just feel like I got to get a handle on this, because it just doesn't make, I just don't feel like there's no way I can grow if I just ignore that. I don't know why I feel that way, but I just do. And I understand that there's some people that are like, no, I want to be unmedicated. I self-medicate. I get that. But I've been self-medicating since I was freaking born. I've gone through so many different regimens of how to get out of things, from writing to reading to creating to singing to rapping to poetry to, I've done to ministry. I wanted to be a pastor at one time. I've done so much that it's just like, at some point I have to have the experience lengthily, okay? Meaning a lengthy experience being on medication, whether that's on and off, for me to really know what is the best. And that's for me and my disorder. It could be completely different for bipolar 2. I don't know. I don't have that. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like I can't really talk or do anything if your experience is wonky. Huh? Like what? You know what I mean? Like, that just doesn't make sense. Like, that's why I don't like the word guru. It's like, why are you saying you're a guru when everybody makes mistakes? That's weird to me. Like, I don't know. Like, I just always want to be transparent, and I blame that on a rising Pisces. I'm a rising Pisces, y'all, because this transparency is just crazy sometimes. Like, sometimes I need y'all to understand, when I'm editing my own videos, I think in my head, like, is this narcissistic? Like, this is so weird that I'm just like blatantly talking and editing myself. I think those things, and then I think about other YouTubers that don't think those things, and it scares me. Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know, but I wanted to share this video with you, straight just vlog discussion style. I'm probably not even going to edit a lot in this, because this is a conversation. This is a very interesting conversation, because I know a lot of people that do not want to be medicated, especially within the Black community, especially. So let's continue the conversation. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm going to get this edited and uploaded immediately. Obviously, it's Friday right now, and Monday will be here before you know it. And I'm not going to be them YouTubers that just takes days to edit. It's not me. Gang. Percocet. Bye.
Yo. Percocet. Miley Percocet. Percocet.